Ever heard of the Grand Canyon or heard of people walking the Appalachian Trail? Well, come September 30th, the federal fund that helped preserve those amazing places is going bye-bye, and the remaining open spaces across the US could be in big, big trouble. Stick around and I'll tell you why and how you can help. Welcome back to Can't Stop Katie. Today we're talking about something super important. It's not sciencey or anything, it's actually political, and we need your help with it. So to explain, let's wind it back to 1965 when Congress started noticing that our national parks were getting a little overcrowded. So they created the Land and Water Conservation Act, which gives the government the ability to buy private lands in order to preserve them and make them open for public recreation. Okay, so here's the kicker. The fund is expiring at the end of this month. September 30th, people, it's gone, and tons of open spaces across our country are in serious peril. I mean, the fund has done so much for us since 1965. It's helped conserve more than 5,000 acres of land and helped fund more than 41,000 state and local park projects. Some notable ones include Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado, Mount Rainier National Park in Washington, and MacArthur Park in LA. But that's not all. It also helps protect historical monuments like the Flight 93 Memorial and a lot of Civil War battlefields like Gettysburg and Vicksburg. Personally, as a big-time climber, whitewater rafter, and hiker, this fund is super important because it gives people like me and you access to amazing lands for unbelievable adventures. The coolest part about this is how it's funded. Us taxpayers pay $0. Instead, Congress decided to put the burden on the big bad energy companies like Shell. Every time one of these companies does offshore drilling in the outer continental shelves to get access to oil and gas, they have to pay royalties to the government. And a portion of that is set aside for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. What a cool idea, right? Make those who contribute to harming the environment pay to conserve it. But even with how generally awesome this fund is, Congress hasn't exactly been doing what they said they would do with it, which is weird because politicians never lie, right? Since this fund was enacted, only 45% of the money that was supposed to go to the fund has actually gone to it. This equals to over $17 billion that could have gone to protecting our beautiful outdoors. So here comes some good news. 2 bills have been introduced to Congress this year that would not only permanently reauthorize the Land and Water Conservation Fund, but also stop that horrible funneling of money to other sources. But y'all know how bills work.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill.
There's no guarantee that these will actually turn into laws, which means the fund will disappear forever. We still need more congressmen to become team players, so here's what you can do. Contact your representative. I know that sounds super broad and ineffective, but trust me, it works. The more voices they hear from their constituents, the more likely they are to vote for the bill. Below in the description, I put a link to contactingthecongress.org, which offers a really simple step-by-step way of how to reach out to your representative. Even if you don't want to go that far, you can at least sign the petition like I did / am doing in this vicinity over here. I provided a link down below as well. It takes less than 30 seconds and costs you $0 unless you would like to donate to the cause. I also provided a lot of other information and links below, especially to the Land and Water Conservation Coalition, which is where I got the majority of this information. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about this stuff in the comments below. I want to hear about all your adventures across the country and all the beautiful places you've been to. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, I put out new sustainability videos every Tuesday, so click here on this button to subscribe. Okay, sayonara guys, see you next week.